Symmetrical, vague, chestnut parapets, focal resolution of the ending in small, observational mechanism. The best, for example, in their discourse is the underlying connotation that they are disbelief of their contrarian positions. What their weapon is, stupidity. Palm swooping, I am perceiving it. The same physical operation is existing in multiple flow states. Establishment of the elemental concept of direction. Prepositions. All my actions are materiality. Spalling. Disintegrating concrete. Psychophysics from psychochemistry. You are all fleas. Objectivity. Gun muzzle, resting on its trajectory against each hair, is careening across the turning of its umbra on the sand smoke. Singeing against the blunt meat plat is flat against the scalp skin. The geometer is watching from a high window, using his arm lengths outstretchingly as excavation bucket dividers and relation brigades stretching over the horizon of continuous dirt. Subterranean drill bit, unit prisms. Clifford Plot, or Jesse Franco or Jack Griffin. Anton Martin Frank. Damon Chieski, Candy Coster, James Lee. Brachydomes with unit prisms. Portability perception. Intercolumnation. Robo-War. Shocking Dark, or Terminator 2, or Alienators, or Aliens 2, or Ghosts in Venice, or Contaminator, and Night Killer, or my recommendation is Door 3, Attraction, 8mm, vague cornflower blue tetra-style area-style loggia with bandings of blocky deep mauve, rustication, alternating tomba, mummy, equivalent exposures of 4, Island of the Illuminating Emerald, Living Dead. Nostalgia for the present tense 2. A consistency of illegibility or a saturation of preciousness. Emmanuel in the Country. Pippin. Shiplapping. Mario Bianchi, director of Nightmare in Venice. Eyes Wide Shut 2. A cinematic adaptation of Traumnovelle by Arthur Schnitzler. Orgasmo di Satana, starring Mariangela Giordano of Patrick is Hitherto Living. Somnambular Neighborhood, Heiress Neighborhood, Creosote Neighborhood, Neighborhood of Soot. Although the bird's endangerment is critical, the only proof of its enigmatic existence is in rumors of opposition fighters purporting to bivouac in its roosting area. John Trefry, writing in a gray hotel, gray brickwork, gray window panes, gray door hardware, at the contiguous geographic center point. The landmass, the precise location of equilibrium, Turtle Island territories, or TIT. Myriad is reaching the observation deck of the drill rig silo is telling Adenir, you are remaining at the doorway. Reprovision, lesion, the clinking manacles on 2 wrists. Dangerous attraction. The consciousness during a derive, my tendency toward thickening is continuing decomposition of the movements into ever more Byzantine protection. Cloudy forest is dilating the motion. Stellations tumbling non-stop while my remaining in one complexity is the permafrost of my intuitive calculations. Visualizations. The biological rhythm of the gait is undecimal footsteps per hendecasyllabic, being a prime number, body fed in with apricot corbelling, resting on the outer fright in a seance, Voronoi distributions, Dirac-lit tessellations, or Thiessen polygons, are, on the basis of a scattering of n, locations on a planarity or sphere cap. 5,224 kilograms of sago pith, 1 gram of cowhide desiccation to 3 kilograms of rough rice, 7 square meters of bird skin to 1 kilogram of aluminum. Kafkaesque neighborhood, Trefry-esque neighborhood, manifest destiny of neighborhoods through spectral cobordism of signature surgery. I'm needing assistance. In hell, liberatum me, ex infernis. Pallid moss green, tetrahedral festoon, pouting through the perpetual blonde aurora of the globe. I am escaping monodirectionally. However, the publication of the screenplay, the statement, is liberatus, down curve of the tire instead of liberatum. In the sunlight and with elbows are jutting silentness. Forward supporting states coarse purple, rough, a hair shirt is flimsy. Really, the optimal choice here, or isn't, Voss, more apt. Not only is Tutumet not the optimal choice, it is positively incorrect. Tutumet is just an emphatic version of tu. Fear cap, loosing the entirety of the anemone. In this instance, the night sky, finally bursting, air bubbles in its entirety, in ink drying, hell itself, the registration of the Isthmus Sparina, travelogue folding a curvature, no straight lines in the Euclidean definition. The transport, flea litter, louse litter, blood litter blackening the floor, Nadia's apartment complex quavering, a text of curtain print and distortion of pleading nightlight, creakingly in the stairwell, echoing on glossy peeling down paint swathes to dusty quietness. Desolate microclimate, floppingly beating itself and its occupants to obliteration. A passing helicopter from a reasonable altitude. I am noticing that my proper and almost unfolding and cobbling in the composition of my thinking and everything is very inconsistent. The paper stacks, elusive figuration, binary in the menu but entopic snow globe is too obscurant, rushing forth, more vitreous fluid, end-stage diabetic proposals, urging device in the retina, Miami golem, cosmos killer, Miami horror, leaf litter, tracksuit, cloak tent, trench coat, blouse, bodysuit, bustier, cardigan, Hollywood, Parkland, Hollywood, Hollywood, Mountain Holly, Mountain Holly, Mountain Holly, Mountain Holly Springs, a dark dress suit. If you are Virgil, are we in this purgation? I am Virgil, and my failing is being faithless, is costing me heaven. The basis of exploratory meditation is cumbersome axiomatization, lying solely in equations, not ergodic pipe links from the bunch of cell keys, under spooler as they are, lantern unbroken disappearing into the borehole, the drill rig haunting and silent all across the permafrost. He is announcing the imagery, the number of pipe links by the borehole. The chamber is possessing a volume of 462,686 cubic meters of concrete masonry. Within the gibbet of consciousness, the mind meadow, a serpentine inscription is drawing an S and terminating with adornment of crosslet pate recrosete with serpentine inscription is drawing an S in a scutcheon, is calling forth Valfor, centerless, head first in a cauldron of molten plumbum, acetate copolymers between the rib bones, polymers dripping with honey, fly bites, crucifixion of his flesh, bee stings, body into the carcass, parentheses, square brackets, curly brackets, chevron, lenticulars, devourment of corner brackets, circumference, ceiling, half brackets, spiky parentheses, are denoting that ciphers of the demon's urine roasting inside the brazen bowl